Hi there, it's Dave Churchward here from Little Acorns Forest Schools Limited. Today we're going to use an axe. Okay, the axes which I prefer are made by a company called Gransford Brooks. Okay, they are a Swedish company, and in my opinion, they are some of the best on the market. All right, this one that we've got here is what we call a small forest axe. We know that the workmanship on here is good because on each individual axe, they've got the stamp of the person who has made it. As you can see there, look, that's the initials of the person who's made it. Okay, all right. So as with any tool, when we're using it, all right, we give a tool talk to start off with. Here's the tool talk for the axe. This is an axe. This is the handle, this is the head, and this is the blade cover. I take the blade cover off like this. This is the cutting edge. When I finish using the axe, I replace the blade cover like this. I hold the axe like this, and I walk with the axe like this. I hand the axe over like this. I use the axe for splitting and cleaving wood. I use the axe 2 arms and a tool length away from anybody else, unless I'm working with a partner. I wear a glove on my helper hand. All right. When I'm not using the axe, I place it down on the ground so that the handle faces forward and the blade points towards me. And when I finish using the axe, I replace it back into the toolbox or designated tool area. Okay then, so I've got my piece of wood which I'm going to split. I'm going to split this on my own. If I was using this with 2 people, what I would do is this. I would take the axe cover off. Please, when you're using your axes, make sure that you tell the children to put the axe head or the cover into their pocket. The axe covers are usually brown. At this time of the year in autumn, everything else on the ground is brown. You put the cover on the ground, you'll lose it. All right. So if I'm using 2 people here, the way that I'm doing it is like this. I'm extending the hand there. I'm making sure that the glove that I've got for my helper hand goes over the front of the hand which hasn't got a glove on. I place it down at arm's reach like that, and I hold it nice and steady. The other person would come in from a right angle from here, and then they would hit down onto the stick like that. Okay, like I say, I'm on my own this time, so what I'm going to do is get myself a little bit closer, have the stick at a right angle like that, okay, or the axe. I'm keeping my hand a little bit closer up the handle so I can guide it, and I'm using my mallet now to split down like this. Okay. Okay then. There we go. All right. As you can see from here then, this is quite a long piece of wood, but I've been able to split it quite well with the axe. Just using the mallet and the axe itself. Always make sure that the axe head is at a right angle to where you're hitting, okay? Because the reason being is I've got someone hitting it from this side, the surface area they've got is a lot smaller, and they're more likely to hit the handle or my hands or anything else. So make sure they're always on an angle, okay? Right angle for winners. To maintain the axe, all right, we're having to make sure that the axe handle is okay, it's not split or damaged in any way. Take the blade cover off, okay? We use a little bit of wire wool as before, give that a good clean. All right, there we go. Okay then, you'll notice with this axe, I've been very unfortunate. If you can look nice and closely here, you can see where somebody's tried to cut a stone in half with the axe. It damages the blade, and when the blade is damaged like this, you can never get it back to the original sort of pride, if you like, so, or the original sort of feel. So it's a bit of a shame, but there we are. Right, okay, so now I'm going to sharpen the blade. I'm going to use what we call a puck stone. There's a rough side and a smooth side. Because this is fairly sharp already, I'm going to use this part of the puck stone, the smooth side, and I'm going to do small circles. Whatever I do on one side, I flip over onto the other side and then carry on. And you'll notice what I'm doing here is I'm not on this part of the blade or here. I'm right on the edge, and I'm using like a little angle to make sure that I get this correct. Okay, once I've finished with that then, okay, I use a strop. Okay, this is a strop. And what I'm going to do is use the axe head here, and I'm going to bring it away from itself like that, turn it over and bring it back down. So that is how I do the axe. If I don't have a puck stone, but I have the diamond sharpening stone, I can do exactly the same like this. Lay it flat, angle it up once, up again, and then push away to make sure that I'm getting the whole part of the blade. You'll know that you get the right side, the right effort here. If you look nice and closely here, you'll see right on the edge of the blade, this is started to shine up a little bit. So I know that I'm doing that properly. Once I've done that 5 times or however many times on one side, flick the blade over and then carry on. Okay. There we go. And then again, once I've finished that, I can do a strop to finish. Okay, a couple of times in. A little bit of WD-40 on the blade. Use your fingers to work it in. And once you've finished with this, place it away. There we go. That's your basics of the axe.